Viewers, I'm sitting with Salman Arif from Mortgage Alliance, and it is very important that you have to listen. Salman, in this particular interview, we're going to talk about the mortgage guidelines, because mortgage guidelines are changing frequently. Why it's changing so frequently? Let's discuss with Salman. Hi Salman, how are you?
I'm good, Zia. How are you?
Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
And in each interview, if you can pull any of the previous interview,
Right.
The guidelines towards mortgage is changing pretty much so frequently, right? What is the reason behind it?
There are multiple reasons here, and not many people notice that because they don't have any idea what the guidelines were before and what the guidelines are before. Very less people in the market, they have the good knowledge and good eye to see that guidelines are keep changing and keep changing.
Yes.
And one of the reason, as you know, that one of the reason is the real estate market these days is very hard. It's very hard to get the property, even if you are first time buyer or if you're buying investment property.
Yes.
And for now, I'm talking about the resale.
Yes.
So let's say somebody is going and put the offer. They have to put the offer without the conditions. So means without the financing condition and without the inspection condition. If they are not willing to put the offer without the conditions, they will not get the property because there are already 10 or 5 buyers out there who are willing to put the offer without the condition. Now, in order to put the firm offer without any condition, you have to make sure that you are super qualified for mortgage. Means
Yes.
you're 100% pre-qualified client. And how will you know that? Especially the guidelines that keep changing and changing. And you as a layman has no idea that what kind of criteria you should be come on top to get yourself qualified. Now you need to go to somebody who's well experienced. And let's say if you think about that, okay, I'm dealing with this particular bank and I'm going with this bank. And a person who's sitting inside the bank filling out your application and sending it. Now if there is something happen, you cannot change the information already being given to insurer or already being given to lender.
There's no room for U-turn.
There is no room for U-turn.
Yes.
And we always say that mortgage financing is just like a puzzle, but you have only one chance.
Yeah.
There is no second chance for you to correct it or solve it.
Yeah.
So if you don't solve it, you basically fail. And if you fail means you're not getting the property. And then if you deposit $20,000, $30,000 as a token for your pre-sale, it's not going to come back. Plus the consequences are if the deal decline at the last minute,
Yes.
then you lose your deposit. Plus the person who is selling their house to you is going to come back to you for more damages.
And it's also quite hard to fix that damage.
It's very hard, and
Yes.
in some cases it's almost impossible to fix those cases, right? Now let's say if you're putting the offer and you said, okay, I went to my bank and bank said you're qualified for $500,000 mortgage.
Yeah.
Now bank person or anybody else who is doing your mortgage, your agent or whatever, right? They are asking you a few questions about the income, about the down payment, and you're saying, for example, down payment. If you are the person, you're asking me how much down payment I can afford or I would say I have 10%. And you're saying, okay, where is that 10%? I will say in my account. Okay, in your account 10%, you're super qualified for $500,000 mortgage. Now at the time of closing, when bank will start asking you the documentation proof that shows the 3 months bank statement that the down payment is there, now bank will see that you have multiple deposits put in this account. Any deposit more than $1,500, bank wants to see the justification that where the money came from.
Exactly.
So let's say if you have deposited $2,000 or $1,500 in your account and that was sitting with you as a cash or in your safety deposit box, you're thinking that this money is yours because you earned it.
Yes.
Bank is subtracting that money and not supporting it as your down payment. Now you're short of down payment for whatever deposits, chunk deposit, big chunk deposit you have already made. Now you're short of down payment and you have nowhere to prove that down payment because you have the money, but bank is not considering that,
Yes.
right? Now your deal is most likely bank will say that we are not comfortable because it's money laundering and this and that and so many different things.
Yes.
And at certain point of time, those things are kind of uncontrollable.
Yeah.
And you cannot, and same as this, we have so much guidelines changed already in regards with income.
Okay.
So you have to be very particular as a broker or as a professional that if somebody is coming to you for a pre-approval or if somebody is coming to you for mortgage, I personally have to see all the document before I say even a word.
Yeah.
Because I know what kind of documents bank will require at the end. So now I'm going, or if you're not qualifying for now, I will tell you that do these kind of steps in order for you to qualify after 2 months or after 1 month, and don't go for now because it's going to be harmful for you. So many things there.
So great, thanks a lot, Salman. You briefly explained everything so well. Viewers, the game is not only to fill the application, the game is that experienced broker, mortgage broker has to be behind you for your qualification and do the things right. There is zero tolerance, there is no room for a U-turn if your application can decline at the 11th hour on the day of closing. So it is very important that you have to work with a very experienced broker such as Salman Arif. We'll go on a quick break, stay with us.